May I please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 2, Your Lordship. Yeah. 2,
Item number?
2, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Yes, we have taken the consent from the other side, Your Lordship.
For the appellant has stipulated an adjournment state. It states that the other side has no objection. Has the list of 4 weeks.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
May I please, Your Lordship? Item number 12, 13, and 14, Your Lordship. Accommodation for them.
It is stated that Mr. C.K. standing counsel of the income tax department is unwell. Where is made to adjourn the matter? This is of 8 weeks.
Okay.
There is one more matter, madam, item number 21.
21 year is Your Lordship. It's
Same order.
obliging.
May it please the Lordship. Lordship, I pray for listing of 2 interlocutory applications filed by the state of Arunachal Pradesh today. Can these be taken up on Monday, my lords? These are for clarification of a particular order of your lordships.
All right, Monday.
Obligement.
May it please your lordship. Mother, may I pray for listing of a repetition for motion, my lord?
Fresh matter,
Fresh matter.
whenever you want. When do you want the listing?
I mean, in this week, may not possible.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
All right, tomorrow.
wait for me. Obliged, lordship.
May it please the Lordship. But you may mention item 5, we have taken the objection.
Counsel for the appellant has circulated an adjournment slip. The other side has been informed. List of 2 weeks.
May I please, Your Lordship? I beg to mention on item number 21, Your Honor.
Yes, 21 we have already adjourned.
Daily list for orders, item 1.
Oh, hey.
As per last order, my lord,
Hmm.
they're supposed to, central government and PWD Assam government are supposed to do this.
Sir, I have received the instruction from the PWD, Lord.
You filed,
I have received the instructions. Kindly see, Lord. The total length of the road is 124.40 kilometers, which is connected to National Highways 06, new and old National Highway 44 at La Rimbai in Meghalaya and ends at Bormur in Assam. And the common, the area, the second paragraph, entire length of 14.80 kilometer in Assam portion was sanctioned. Only 14.80 kilometer is in the Assam area. Out of that, 12 kilometer was completed with intermediate land standard, but balance 2.80 kilometer remain incomplete due to land dispute between Assam and Meghalaya. In 2019, the said 12 kilometer stretch was proposed for improvement in different stretches under PMGSY 2020-21 and 2022-23 and executed for 11.70 kilometer with immediate land standard up to Balichera BOP and is traffic worthy, after which there exists no habitation. But this 11.70 kilometer is now motorable.
functional.
It is functional.
What do you say then?
My lord, page number 75 of the PIL, my lord. That is,
Yes.
yes, my lord. This letter has been issued by the NEC
Hmm.
to the central government, my lord.
Yes.
With reference to the above, the requisite information regarding the subject mentioned above in respect of terms and conditions sector.
This is a letter of 2008, gentlemen. After that, much water has flown.
2018.
They said that they have completed the Assam section.
NEC, my lord, Assam PWD is there. NEC is functioning in Assam through Assam PWD, my lord. They have done. But the NEC in Meghalaya person, my lord.
For Meghalaya, you have to go to Shillong and
This-
file it there.
No. This proposal has been, my lord, submitted by the NEC to the central government, my lord.
Yes.
To complete the road, my lord, through the central agency. This proposal in the view, last paragraph, my lord, in view of the above, it may be suggested that the entire road of 124 kilometer
may be developed as an alternative national highway with double lane pavement by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, so that the long-standing demand of the people of Meghalaya.
But Meghalaya, how we have jurisdiction to intervene in that,
Not,
gentlemen?
not only Meghalaya, let me finish my lord, residing in Indo-Bangladesh border and that of people of Barak Valley of Assam is met.
Assam part has
Assam is-
been done, sir.
No, my lord, unless and until entire project is completed, my
that
lord.
project-
Half portion done, it
Ah.
doesn't mean the compliance, my lord. But
For Meghalaya part, you will have to go to
cause of action
Shillong.
survives in respect
Mr.
of Assam also, my lord. That is why this PIL is filed, my lord.
How does it survive? For that matter, Assam, those parts which are touching
This is
Bengal,
very-
for
this
West
is-
Bengal for that matter.
This is very serious problem, my lord. This is a very serious
We
problem
understand,
of
but
the
you are
entire state of Mizoram, Manipur and Assam, Barak Valley in Assam.
Supposing-
Every year
supposing-
there is during monsoon
Will
period.
you
my
please
lord,
listen to us?
tremendous problem.
Will you please listen to us? Supposing there are issues of land acquisition in Meghalaya, how do we deal with that?
Central government, if they take up the project, my
Go
lord,
to the-
as per
go
the
to the-
proposal,
go to
that
the-
that can be done, my lord, by
Go to
them.
the Meghalaya High Court and file a writ petition for that part. That is the only answer. That's the only answer, gentlemen.
That's why last occasion, central government has been asked to.
Secretary, Northeast Council, NEC Secretariat, Nongri Mills, Shillong, Meghalaya.
Yes.
So even that respondent
This is the
is
central government, this is the central government.
maybe. So for central government, any cause of action in any state, how do we have jurisdiction, sir?
Yes, this honorable court, mother, during the last PIL, this is third round of PIL, my lord.
Yes.
The second round of PIL has also taken notice of the Article 226 of the Constitution of India and thereby drawn the one cause of action partly arises in either of the state, my lord, then this.
So for
honorable
this
constituency.
state, the cause of action has been satisfied, gentlemen. For how
That's
how
why
can we
the earlier
approach?
occasion notice has been issued in respect of Meghalaya authorities also by this honorable court.
Let us see that specific observation of this court, that we are dealing with the part of the road in Meghalaya also. Yeah, ये कहाँ से connect हुआ? Yes.
That order right now, not with me, my lord, I will produce in the next state, my lord. This honorable court has taken observation, my lord, in that.
Senior Standing Counsel, Mr. Nath, Senior Comment Advocate, Mr. Nath has placed on record copy of the communication dated 7/7/23 issued by from the Public Works Department, Assam, as per which, the section of the road in question, which falls within the territory of Assam, has been completed and thereafter has also been improved. Thus, the remaining part of the road is in Meghalaya, is in the state of Meghalaya. Then at council for the petitioner to satisfy the court as to how this court has the jurisdiction to exercise, as the jurisdiction to exercise the powers of judicial review in relation to the road falling within the territory of another state. List after 4 weeks.
Obligation. My lord, in the meantime, my lord, as per last order, my lord, central government may be directed to
There is no
update.
question of any direction, sir, now.
Item number 3.
Why it has been listed so fast? What's whether we writ petition maintainable? We can. Why is this writ petition maintainable, gentlemen? It's a private dispute.
Lordship, on merit, the engaged counsel, Mr. A.R. we will satisfy.
Tomorrow,
Lordship.
all right, we are asking you a question. Is he here in the court
No, Lordship, due to his illness, he is not.
On Monday.
today able.
and counsel for the petitioner to satisfy the court regarding maintainability of this writ appeal in view of the fact that the dispute raised in the matter is primarily with a private entity. Respond number so and so. List on Monday.
Obliged, Lordship.
Item number 4.
Yes.
Lordship, may I please, lordship? I was being asked to produce a record, lordship.
Baki
The person who was in the custody, his mother expired, lordship. The technicalities in lock and key trunk is there, lordship.
Then government
Otherwise,
counsel,
then also
then standing counsel, Mr. So and so submits that the officer in charge
Dealing
is-
assistant, lord.
uh,
Dealing assistant, lord.
dealing assistant has met with the bereavement in the family and thus the record could not be procured. List on 5th August. On that day, the original record shall be kept available for the court's perusal.
Deeply approved.
Item number 6.
Yes, ballot papers.
Ballot.
Do we have the ballot papers, sir?
The, from the deputy commissioner side, he has inquired, and in fact, in the papers are not traceable, and do the papers are perfect? Indeed.
Part of the same. Yes.
In fact, on records, kindly see, there is an order of 28/2021, in IA number 1236 of 2021. Kindly come to the next page, 28/2021 order.
Yes.
The heard Mr. So and so counsel assisted by so and so. Also heard Mr. So and so learned standing counsel for the PNOD department. Also who produced the original ballot papers. These ballot papers were produced before the honorable court on that day.
On 5/10.
On 28/2021, the next order on in IA number 1236 of 2021. And
So you mean to say that the records were provided to the court and they are with the court?
no,
Then
with the standing counsel.
standing counsel. So
Can you see the next date, next order?
yes.
Next order,
So the record was again with the standing counsel, Mr. Roy.
Yes, the 5/10/2021.
So you make an inquiry from Mr. Roy,
Yes,
to whom he has handed over the
yes,
records.
Yes, we have inquired.
Yes. What is he said?
We have inquired. The deputy commissioner has written to the standing council,
Yes.
and his reply has also come.
Let's see that.
Logical. My dear, it will be better.
क्या connect हुआ है?
But this is the letter, and the next lordship will find the reply.
All records have been handed over to Arindam Das.
Arindam Das. And now that we also wrote to Mr. Arindam Das, next page lordship will find. The Arindam Das,
He has given a receipt of receiving the record.
yes, my lord.
Yes, then what has happened?
And the reply of Arindam Das, next page kindly see, my lord.
Ah.
He said that it is pertinent to mention that I am totally unaware about the aforesaid case ballot papers, because such cases were directly dealt by senior standing counsel and by the CEO of the concerned district and the district officials, and hence the question of handing over the original ballot papers doesn't arise. And he said that everything he has, first page, in pursuant to government notification number 7/4/2022, by this commissionerate letter number so and so, almost 500 numbers of court cases related files were shifted to the new standing counsel directly from the then standing counsel, and accordingly the matters have been delayed from the office of the present standing counsel.
Then Mr. Nath, there is no escape from the conclusion. Otherwise also, the learned single judge records the finding that there were signatures on the ballot papers.
Well, this is the pleading. This is the pleading, Malad. I am not on merit, but one thing I would definitely point out, Malad, that this is the allegation, but in the IA, they have not denied this particular thing, Malad. My lord.
Yes. Not there. In this, yes. Yes.
In paragraph 13 of the
Paragraph,
paragraph 13 of the repetition at page
just hold on.
lordship, page 46. Lord.
Yes.
Page 46. There is an allegation that the ballot papers were sealed and signed. Lord, to this particular paragraph, the reply of the respondent is at page 90.
Just hold on.
next para, it continues to page.
Just hold on.
Malad.
And to put his oblique her seal and signature.
Correct.
And next time.
Yes.
Hello, entire proceeding was video recording and recording with me, my lord. I have kept leave of this honorable court. Yet there was no-
Recording, who will now, whether the recording is still preserved now?
Yes, my lord, with me, my lord, because that I have made a
With you.
statement in that para, my lord. In that para, still I've stated, my lord. You have
All
to tell
right,
Last
then
part,
simple.
my lord. The entire, this is to be mentioned here that the entire proceeding was voted was done under the
All right,
video.
Mr. Nath,
And
you
petitioner
was,
gave leave of this honorable
Malad,
court.
just,
That was not denied, my lord.
just what the reply has been given by the respondent,
let's
private
see,
respondent.
let's see.
We are, Malad, absolutely no, we have.
Of course,
have no
you,
interest in this.
you are an independent rule.
Malad, para 10, page 90 of the affidavit in opposition.
Yes.
They have replied to para 13.
No,
There is no denial, Malad.
no denial. Regarding seal and signature, no denial.
Well, regarding seal and
Signature, no denial.
you're not denied.
There is no denial from.
So then obviously his case stands fortified.
Correct.
And if there is a signature, then there is no question of secret ballot.
Yes.
The identification is really revealed. Then the matter has to go on that. Have a fresh ballot done. That's the only way out. Yes. What do you say, sir? Who's there for the private respondent? Go again. The sanctity has to be maintained.
I am appealing for the private respondents.
Yes, please.
Lordship may come to page 138, the paragraph 15 of the
138.
Lordship. What was the consideration, before the honorable
Yes,
single
please.
judge,
Yes.
in paragraph 15,
Mm.
in the background of the above, the respondent in their affidavit have categorically mentioned that the members were called one by one and provided with a ballot paper, and they were asked to vote one by one and to submit the ballot sits in folded condition. It was further mentioned that when all the members voted, then the folded ballot sheets were opened and counted, and as such secrecy of ballot was fully maintained, and there was no violation of section 18(5) of the Act 1994. It is also seen that petitioner, having had the opportunity, did not rebut to the statement made in paragraph 10 of the affidavit.
Gentlemen, you just now saw the affidavit of the comment.
Lordship, my lord.
Therein, they have not denied this aspect. Why was he supposed to lead any further evidence?
Yes.
My lord, we have
It is there,
said in,
there.
Affidavit is there.
Is there affidavit?
Yes.
Chapter close then.
It is there.
You did not deny,
my lord, we said that secrecy of the ballot has been maintained and the
but
possibility.
you did not deny specific submission of the petitioner, assertion of the petitioner, signatures on the ballot. You did not deny. And now we have directed the ballot papers we produced.
There is no.
They are being withheld for reasons best known to the people concerned. So that gives rise to a genuine apprehension in the mind of the court that the process was not fair. It was absolutely compromised. The only answer is
My lord, the honorable single judge, my lord, has taken, my lord, the initial let down in the Bhagat Singh case as well.
yes, we'll deal with that, sir.
It's a mere assertion. They have, my lord.
Mere
stated
assertion
and they are
supported by
proof to it.
a specific averment that we have got a video recording available.
Yes, fine.
See it.
Lordship.
You did not dispute that even. So the writ petitions proceed on pleadings and affidavits.
Lordship.
In his affidavit, he says signatures directed to be appended. You don't deny what is to be, what remains then.
My lord, these are the, my lord, matters on record. My lord. What my submission is that what I have witnessed, my lord, how the
You
But
just
ballot-
say secrecy was maintained.
votes were casted. That was given, my lord.
Did you deny that I never signed?
My lord.
Did any of the members deny, gave an affidavit in denial? I did not append my signatures. That by itself
My
is a
lord,
ground.
none of the persons who has put the signature has come before the court. It is the.
There is no
petitioner, my lord.
denial, sir. That none of them put a signature. There is no denial. All right, we'll deal with the arguments.
My lord. The fact remains, my lord, lordship will find, my lord, it may be, my lord, the seven, my lord, the seven were the person who has, my lord, casted against the, my lord, in favor.
They
of
will do it
the,
again.
Motion.
They will do it again.
And then it has enhanced to, my lord, 8, my lord. Now, my lord, this direction perhaps, my lord, and after the judgment also, my lord, the in charge presidency has been granted to, my lord, respondent number 11. My lord, we can hold the, my lord, the election, my lord, any day, lordship will fix, my lord.
That's what we are directing.
Lordship.
Have a fresh election done.
Lordship. Only
Till then, his position has to be restored.
Lordship.
His position has to be restored.
My lord, Lordship will direct any day. my
Once the
lord,
no confidence motion goes, what is the consequence? Let us know.
The moment, my lord, it is passed,
If it is struck down, what is the consequence? He gets back his position.
Yes,
In the writ petition, there was an interim order.
yes, my lord, there's interim.
There was an interim order. So we'll maintain that status again. That's simple as that.
Lordship will fix within a week, my lord, instead of my lord, the authority what already has done. my
If
lord.
he doesn't hold the post, the vice president holds the post. Are you the vice president?
My lord, I was the vice president. my lord.
You were the vice president.
Now, my lord, charge has been given to me.
The meeting otherwise also will have to be held by you as in the capacity of a vice president.
Lordship.
So if you hold the charge of president, you can't convene the meeting.
Lordship. my lord.
So he has to be restored as a president and then the meeting has to be held. We'll direct the deputy commissioner to do it.
My lord,
Now,
what my prayer would be, my lord, the vice president, my lord, he is no doubt, he is only the in charge now, my lord. He will hold the Lordship will fix it. then,
if
my lord,
he
on
is,
that particular
gentlemen,
day.
just tell us answer to one simple query.
Lordship.
If his position is not restored, for what you are voting? You are showing no confidence in whom?
Lordship.
Got the answer?
Lordship, my lord.
Then,
Otherwise also meeting would not be, my lord, presided over by him. My lord, it will be.
yes,
it
there is
will
no,
be the vice
we
president.
will say that deputy commissioner will hold the meeting.
Lordship, my lord.
That's it. But the position has to be restored. Otherwise, what are we voting for?
My lord will fix a date within a week or so, my lord. that can be
Whenever-
done, my
whenever,
lord. And
yes,
for-
we'll
my
do
lord,
that.
For a week, my lord, the things which have been already, my lord, about 2 months back, my lord, the charge has been given. Then again, my lord, he will come. my
Sir,
lord.
do we need to repeat our question time and again? For what you will be voting if there is no precedent?
No, because the situation would be of that time, my lord. Even if he is in, my lord, charge, he won't be, my lord, my lord, holding the
Irrespective
meeting.
thereof,
Lordship, my lord.
he really failed to understand, sir. That if there is no precedent in place, what will be the vote for? In whom you will be showing no confidence? Or confidence for that matter? Allowed.
Lordship will fix a
The
definite
fresh
date, my
meeting
lord.
be convened on, what is the date? What date do you want? Be convened on 16th August.
My lord.
All right, by the deputy commissioner. All right.
I have one submission.
Yes,
Lordship, under the supervision of the deputy commissioner, now the
supervision.
supervision or the or his representative my lord, in the
Or representative.
Lordship.
Deputy commissioner or
or
representative?
his representative Lordship.
Oh, yes.
of Lordship. And my lord, the deputy commissioner is personally present. My lord,
His presence will be marked.
Lordship.
The venue and time also maybe.
What should be the venue, Mr. Nath? The Zilla Parishad? At the Zilla Parishad?
Well, in fact, this particular no confidence is at the initial stage. It has to be held at the
Government.
Let it be
Gaon
the office of the Gram Panchayat.
Government.
government.
All right.
Lordship. Lordship.
Broad wala slips there. Oh.
Item number 7 and 8.
That is not.
May please, your lord.
Yes.
Lordship, Lordship had asked me to find out whether I am entitled for my substances allowances during a period of suspension, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, FR 53, my lord.
Mm.
The direct is a particular rule which says that I'm eligible for my substances allowances, my lord. Even my
During
lord,
the period of suspension.
yeah, during a period of suspension. So my lord may just seek here, my lord, my charge that I was for unauthorized absence was only for 1.5 years. They didn't, and thereafter they did not conclude the disciplinary proceedings.
Mm.
They dropped it.
Mm.
For that, my lord, my contention is FR 54 1B6.
You know, yeah, what? FR 24.
FR 54 6, my lord.
Yes. FR
54B. Subclause 6(1). Where suspension is revoked pending finalization of the disciplinary or court proceeding,
Yes.
any order passed under sub-rule 1 before the conclusion of proceedings against the government servant shall be reviewed on its own motion after the conclusion of proceedings by the authority mentioned in sub-rule 2, who shall make an order according to the provision of sub-rule 3 or 5 as the case may be. My lord, my case was that they dropped the disciplinary proceedings and thereafter behind my back without holding an inquiry, they passed a speaking order under FR 18 after a representation was submitted by me with regard to the why my date of joining has been changed to 2013. Thereafter, they passed an FR 18. Now, for FR 18, they have calculated the period of my suspension as an unauthorized absence. Now, how can that be? Because I was only unauthorized, even if the charge that was leveled against me, as per my lord, may give us page.
It's not. How does FR 18 apply? His absence for period was, what is the duration of his absence period? What is the duration of his absence period?
Well, from 1st of August 2004, he was absent
Till
till the date of his joining in 2013.
No, my lord, that's absolutely wrong because my charge which has been, my lord, may I just submit here, my lord, please.
yes, yes.
My lord, may I just page 64, the charge that has been put on to me, my lord.
Charge.
Page 64, my lord.
Yes.
You are therefore not only charged with absence for duty for a period, my lord, charge 1 at bottom, my lord. You are therefore not only charged with the absence of duty for a period from 31/7/2004 to 28/3/2006 without authority, but also violation of Rule 3 of the Assam Civil Service conduct to gross indiscipline and misconduct. So I was only unauthorized as per their charge, not admitting, but for my charge is only for 31/7.
What is your pleading? When did you rejoin? Let us know.
My lord, I was rejoined after they revoked my suspension, and that is at, my lord, page 77.
Just let us see. Page 77. Provide us your details, how long you stayed in Australia.
My
Give us-
lord-
give that on affidavit. What is your
My lord,
period of staying in Australia?
that's already been given in affidavit, my lord.
Let us see.
Yes, my
Find out. Let's find out. Yes.
My lord, on 14/7/2019, after I received my show cause notice,
Yes. When did he come back? Yes. Where is your affidavit?
my lord, the petition only, my lord.
Page. Page, please.
My lord, page 68, annex 11. The show cause, reply to my show cause, my lord.
Gentlemen, we are asking you a simple question.
Yes, my lord. It's my,
When did you return from Australia?
my lord, I returned in 2006. After I've been suspended, I will return because I was not given a headquarter charge, my lord.
Read from your pleadings that
Yes,
you
my lord.
returned in 2006 and reported for duty.
My lord, page 70, para 9, my lord.
70.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
The effort was facts were not known to the authority which issued the transfer order dated 31/2000, transferring me from Dibrugarh to Jorhat, NEC division. What followed thereafter was an order of suspension dated 29/3/2006.
We are directing you to file an affidavit saying what was your exact period of stay in Australia. Bring that on record. This all hidden.
My lord,
Passport and visa also on record. Counsel for the petitioner is directed to file an affidavit. Counsel representing the employee, Devashish Pujari, appellant Devashish Pujari shall file a an affidavit of the appellant stating therein the exact period of his stay in Australia. Copies of the passport and the visa shall also be annexed with this affidavit. Probably in the next date, you will get an instruction to withdraw the appeal. We are sure. He never came back till 2012. That 5 years is very much there.
My lord, I have given reply to my so-called notice. Even in fact, my lord, I have given reply to it.
You filed that
My lord,
affidavit.
the medical certificate that was
You
annexed.
filed that affidavit.
Yes, my lord.
Maybe you will gain by that. List on. Ms. Nath, you also collect information.
I'll
The
collect.
government council, standing council shall also collect
No.
proper information. in
From
this.
our end. From our end.
List on
From our end.
25th August. Yeah, I knew. Never came back. Yeah.
Item number 9.
May please allow.
Yes.
So the matter relates to compassionate appointment, my lord. The
In excise department.
in excise department. So the appellant's father died on 26/3/2010.
Mr. Council, how can this delay be attributed to him?
Initially, it was our fault, my lord. Till from 2010 to 14, there was no call taken by state level.
Hmm.
Thereafter, my lord, it was rejected.
Were rejected, but the ground of rejection, whether you have made it clear, what was the position of vacancy from the date of his application till the rejection? What was the position of vacancies?
On the affidavit, it is stated that my lord, there was no vacancy. For that
Vacancy for a period of which period? Let us see your affidavit.
14, 15 months coming to this.
Let's see the period affidavit. That's where the crunch lies.
Yes,
Read.
my lord.
His application is in the year 2010.
2000.
So the vacancy period as vacancy position has to be reflected from that date till the date of rejection.
Yes, my lord. It
Let's
is
see.
reflected as my lord. For a slave agreement.
Page 59 is the affidavit.
59.
Nine.
Read please.
Paragraph 5, my lord.
Hmm.
That pursuant to the aforesaid direction, the claim.
Vacant post for the year 2014-15,
Yes, my lord.
but his application was of 2010.
Yes, my lord.
So what was the status of vacancies for the earlier years?
True, my lord. One more issue, my lord.
Yeah.
There is a OM,
Yes.
which memorandum that governs this thing. It was done in terms of a resolution. Sorry, direct.
OM clause 15, you can consider it for the other sides also,
Could have been
other
considered in
places,
other
any other place.
Thank
So that exhaustive position had to be brought on record.
Yes, sir. I am here, my lord, just to, my lord, because it is our consistent stand that the delay, this delay, he could.
Delay, how it can be? He immediately came to the red court thereafter.
True, my lord. It was
So
all
then
about-
he is continuously pursuing his cause of action in the courts. How can it be said? He
Or
can't be
he-
ousted on delay.
His case could have been considered in other department.
Then
Because we are basically, my lord, there is one review petition pending, wherein also delay was the ground. That's why I am here, my lord. On facts, my lord, I have nothing to say.
review of which order?
Of division bench order, my lord, 2020, the review is pending. It was also rejected on account of delay.
But primarily delay is not,
My
not
lords are intervening on facts, my lord,
impediment
I have
only.
nothing to say.
No, not on facts. Delay, we don't think that delay can be attributed to him
True.
because he has been pursuing his cause right from the word go.
In this case, it is not.
He is not responsible. So what do? We quash the order and remand it to you to act as per OM 15,
Yes,
right?
right.
But then what has he been doing for this period of 10 years? So that aspect will come in his way.
13 years, ma'am.
13 years. That the compassionate appointment is not a matter of right. If you have been able to sustain yourself for 13 years.
In 2013, there is the financial status has been declared by the ADC, my lord. The additional deputy commissioner, page 47.
Well, that is an order of the division bench, my lord, against which there is a review pending, my lord. Review 83 of 2020, which is still pending. It was also rejected on account of delay, my lord. Taking note of the same judgment, my lord. That
Umesh Nakpal.
Umesh Kumar Nakpal.
Yes.
In the present case also, the honorable single just taking note of that, sir. There is a recent judgment of 2000. My lord.
In the last 1 month only, there is one more judgment of Supreme Court. You are aware
my lord.
I am not, I am aware of a judgment of 2019, my lord.
I think the appellant's counsel is aware of that
No,
judgment.
my lord.
No, find out
I'll do that.
tomorrow.
Can it be on Monday, my lord?
No, no, I also feel that there are few judgments later part, these things, that will be an impediment against you. Now you are sustained for 13 years.
Yes.
The claim can't last forever. Maybe it was a wrong rejection, but then it is not as a matter of right.
Mother has been receiving pension, my lord, because mother has been receiving pension. my lord.
So that's another ground to hold that you are not in penury,
Not to speak of immediate penury, my lord.
immediate. Right word distress.
My lord, may I pray for not to list tomorrow, my lord?
All
Any
right.
next week,
As paid list after 1 week.
my lord. Highly blessed.
Item number 10,
May I please?
I am
Delay of 5 years, sir.
5 years, my lord, because the dismissal on the ground of delay in filing the writ petition. The circumstances of the case of the petitioner
Hmm.
has to be considered.
What
Because-
circumstance, sir?
Because after the selection process, my lord,
Hmm.
and one unsuccessful candidate.
Yes, he filed a
in
suit.
which case,
He filed a suit, all right.
But till 2017, my lord, the government has not given any approval for SIU. That is why, my lord, I am selected first.
Selected by what process? School Management and Development Authority.
Yes.
What power does the School Management Committee have to select a grade 4 employee? Let us see
Advertisement.
the rules, please.
Yes, my lord.
Let us see the rules that the School Management Authority has the power to employ a grade 4 employee.
My lord, it is from the approval of SIU or the
We
department,
want
my
to
lord.
see that. Where is the approval? Where is the selection order? Let's see.
Hmm? That page, Huh? Page 43. 43, page 43, my lord.
Hmm.
Selection list, my lord.
Sir, selection was made under which set of rules?
Rules, my lord, not it is
It's just random. One fine morning, the the
My lord,
principal wakes up.
At page 35, my lord. 35, my lord.
Where was the
It is
advertisement?
it is the reason of the letter written by the principal of the school to the inspector.
Mr. Council,
Inspector of schools.
where, under what provision of law was the selection made? Let us know. Select list directly issued. Where is the advertisement?
But 30. 37.
To recommend.
My lord, 37, my lord, at page. It is the employment action. Employment, my lord. Rule quota, rule. Huh?
Yeah, that I've seen, that I've seen.
Rule after rule.
Whether you have
My lord,
referred under which set
My
of
lord,
rules?
this matter may be taken up another data. I have satisfied this.
Can you satisfy under what set of rules was
There is
this?
rule, my lord.
No rule permits, my lord, the principal to hold an selection. my lord.
That's what we feel.
My lord, it is,
Principal can't do it.
they can advertise after approval of the competent authority of the.
What is the full form of this?
That is something which is very.
Hmm. All illegally.
That is true, my lord.
This SIV approval, my lord, page 44 is not in respect of the petitioner, my lord.
It is in respect of the post.
Post.
That's right. But what is the mode of selection?
With the mode of selection or the advertisement is shown to be issued by the principal, in charge principal.
So principal,
Principal
does he
has
have
to-
any jurisdiction to issue
No,
the?
he has no jurisdiction on it. The provincial school. Provincial school.
Well, madam,
Show
we
us the
take it up
rules.
in another day.
The
I will
counsel for the appellant
try to
shall
satisfy.
satisfy the court regarding the position of rules in reference whereto the selection in question was made. List of 2 weeks.
Item number 11.
The SLP pending.
Now we are withdrawing, my lord.
We are
With
in view of
liberty
the
to
fact
approach
that
the honorable
the
apex
SLP for considering the analogous issues is already pending before honorable, the Supreme Court, and senior counsel, Mr. Chaudhary, craves liberty to withdraw the instant review petition. Hence, the same is disposed of as withdrawn. All right. Deep level.
Item number 15.
May I please, your lordship?
Please, your lordship.
Yes.
In this matter, R. Mujumdar appears, your lordship. He's on legs in court number 5, your lordship.
What about your affidavit?
Lordship, the instruction is in my good.
Password.
Item number 16.
This case, they are supposed to file the affidavit, madam.
They are supposed to file the affidavit. Affidavit has not been filed by the respondents till date. 4 weeks time. 4 weeks, further opportunity is granted to the learned counsel for respondents for doing the needful. List up to 4 weeks.
Any date, my lord, after 4 weeks, because urgency is there on the part of the
30th August.
obliged.
List on 30th August.
Item number 17.
There is someone joined through VC. Yes.
Yes, my lord.
17, my lord, I am for the applicant in this matter, my lord. My lord, I have filed the reply to the affidavit of the state and also NHIDCL, your lordship, and also I have filed an additional affidavit, my lord.
Okay.
Submit before my lord, kindly, if once your lordship sees my additional affidavit, my additional affidavit starts from page.
What is the matter, madam? Let the appellant's counsel open. You are representing the petitioner, right appellant?
My lord.
Okay, very well. Start.
My lord, this matter is related to the squashing of the notification of 1965, your lordship, by virtue of which the half a mile of 16 rivers have been declared forest, your lordship. So, squashing of the notification, your lordship, the reserved forest status of the 16 rivers, half a mile land of the 16 river goes, your lordship. So, we have filed an appeal against the order of the single judge, my lord. Now, I have also filed the reply of the state against the state, and I'd like to bring to your
Yes.
lordship attention. my lord.
Just hold on, madam. Just hold on for a while.
My-
Just give us a moment. Honorable, my honorable brother would not like to hear the matter. List before a bench of which Honorable Justice Edi Chaudhary is not a member.
Yeah.
My lord, any day for
re-notify
Lordship may kindly fix it after 3 weeks because they have filed affidavits.
in,
So we would like to
in
respond.
the
to that.
intervening period, comma, the,
So we are affected 30%. NSA will be set a code. We are unable to protect it.
we'll fix a date.
They're saying that they do not have any objection.
We are not passing any effective order, sir, today.
I agree now with her lordship to take the matter into
No, we'll-
after 2 years.
Yeah,
No,
we'll fix a date.
Because they are affected by not constructing road.
No, we are, no, Lordship,
Because we are affected, we have already paid to it.
the state of Mizoram is the most affected party here. So we have some concerns, that's why we are.
Re-notify on 21st August.
Lordship,
Yeah.
one IA is filed pursuant to my lord's order on 16/6. The subject matter of this writ appeal is the order dated 27/1/21.
Yes,
Some of the respondents, they have filed the execution petitions for executing this order.
mhm.
Executing court rejected the execution. Against that order, they have gone to the IL bench and there are 4 civil revisions which are pending over there. On last occasion, I made a oral
Sir, we
submission.
are not passing any effective order today, sir, because my lord is recusing from the proceedings. So we'll take up your application on the next date, 21st August.
DP acknowledgement.
Your lordship,
Mm,
would it be on 20?
Any difficulty on 21st?
1 minute, lordship, because I am coming from outside.
Then you let us know, when do you want the matter to be listed? Give out your convenient date,
23rd.
23rd August.
Very
Very good.
Supplementary list, item 25.
Yes. Transfer. Hmm.
I think my learned friend was supposed to produce the records, my lord.
You must be having. Let's see.
There is an index, my lord.
Yes.
Hurriedly sent, my lord. There was, I have been told, my lord, there was no electricity. And one officer from the director's office was deputed to bring it, my lord. But the papers I have marked, my lord, flag. There are 4 files.
You
One,
can
two,
disconnect
three,
the
one.
Isol bench for the timing. Yes,
Annexer 2 and Annexer 4 are just the orders, the first order and the modified order.
yes.
Otherwise, my lord, the.
Could you, Mr. Goswami, could you please flag the responses or inputs of the department?
Yes, my lord.
You have done that? You have done that?
Yeah, I have done that, my lord.
Very well.
I've given Minister of Education's endorsement
Okay, okay.
to the second order.
You can transfer from.
Online. Some kind of connection.
Somebody is online, maybe.
Release. Itu वहाँ जाऊँ Is there any, Mr. Goswami, could you find out any application by the respondent on prayer that it is mentioned in that?
No
Last
application,
copy.
no application from the private respondent.
Nothing. Okay.
But on the other hand, my lord, the development started prior to the November order itself, first order. She wanted, not she, my lord, he's a he, man. The writ petitioner, man, Niyamo, Rina. She had filed that application is there to Longding as DDSC Longding. Then somebody else was put there, man. Her application is there.
But that
So
was
far
not-
as my lord, the private
was not
respondent is
acted upon.
concerned, only that MLA's note.
Okay.
And local people also possibly wanted that gentleman there in Leparada. This much.
That can't be the guiding factor.
Only that MLA.
Not on the
Line
local people,
says
local people.
Only the MLA.
Not local people. No, not, I mean, there is no application from the
We already have.
gentleman concerned.
When MLA is there, why should he apply? Inesi tumattu.
Most of the,
Tumattu inesi.
all people.
Kavi.
You take it over to MLA MP.
Nambilaki scene is like Rina Buria.
No, the Papir MP rules, the Papir rules.
Nine more. For Longding. Longding को भेजा नहीं. But the share was appointed as a DDSC. ये 15 नवंबर. It's in the height of 5. What we have wanted from them is, where is the comment of the education department in minister? For changing this. This is the. No,
Five, 35. Joining report is. Income.
recall.
EOC to EOC.
There's nothing. EOC. Ms. Goswami, we don't find any input of the department in this. Any input at all. Let us show.
My lord, the endorsement of the minister I have seen, my lord, but no, my lord, that consideration and all that. That is not-
Exactly.
that
Where is that? Where is the input of the department? That what will be the consequence of this entire
My lord, as I have been, my lord,
wholesome change?
my lord, the officer is here, my lord, may I
Call him,
please come?
call him.
There may be some more records, my lord, in the place. He has come from the director's office at Papum, my lord, Itanagar.
We don't know. We had asked you to bring the complete record.
Yes,
Ask him
my
to
lord.
come this way.
Please come. Yeah, right.
Yes. But you asked.
The complete record. well.
Oh, the information stored by the court that is already furnished here because my nodal officer is out of station on leave. Therefore, I am representing. And whatever document they saw, that is submitted.
He is
If there
simply a
any
courier.
more document, then I will inform the
He is
director.
simply a courier, nothing else.
Yes, my lord. it is
Today I am
like
going back, sir. I am going back today and I will inform the director accordingly.
the entire record.
And entire record, you please.
He is a
give me
messenger only.
What are the documents required?
He is only a messenger.
Just that.
Nothing beyond that. He doesn't know anything.
There may be some more records.
Then
My lord, can I just point out one thing, my lord? So Lordship should kindly have note number 92, if it is available in the record.
yes, of course,
Yes.
everything will be there.
In the note number 92, my lord, please come to serial number 6. Now, this appears to be the view of the department. Sri
Right.
Pubi Longbi,
Just hold on.
one second, or
Yes,
page,
yes.
yes.
Hmm.
Note number 92, serial number 6.
Hmm.
Pubi Lombi principal so-and-so applied for DDSE Basar. However, Nemo Rina appellant is under an order of transfer as DDSC.
Yes.
This perhaps is the view of the department.
This is the only view of the department.
Then, my lord,
Department
will
doesn't
kindly come.
endorse.
In this regard, under note of honorables may be seen as so-and-so.
Yes.
Department says that the view is he's already under an order of
Already
transfer.
under transfer.
That
There is
we
no
suppose there's
recommendation,
public
there is no approval by the
Yes.
department
Ah.
of this transfer. Then
So the note, my
there
lord,
is a consideration. Note is there in the record.
that is while putting up the, my lord, the matter, my lord.
92, probably it is a part of
Page,
the,
yes, 39, page 39.
Page
of the
39.
Yeah,
report.
my lord, I've seen it. I think.
yeah, you also have it in the file.
Hmm.
Take it out, please.
Page 39. Of the writ petition, appeal.
Yes.
However, Sri Nemo Rina principal so-and-so is under an order of transfer as DCSE. So department's perspective is she is already under an order of transfer. In this regard, your notes of honorables may be seen as so-and-so, hence file may be endorsed to the honorable minister.
Hmm. No decision, right?
And thereafter, my lord, the file possibly went up and down, my lord.
Hmm.
Up and down, if you, as the, my lord, order sheet shows, my lord. And ultimately, the education, Taba Tadir, he had endorsed it, my lord. Thereafter,
Which
at
is the
note, my lord, 99. But that consideration part, as your lordship wants. to know.
Discuss with DSC. That's all.
Yes, ma'am.
So discuss, then what? Nothing, no discussion, no reason to review the decision earlier taken.
Likely there is some other papers, ma'am.
No.
Likely, my lord, there is something.
Likely, there's nothing beyond this file.
Yes.
Nothing other than this file.
These are the e-files, my lord, e-file.
Hmm?
E-file, my lord, this is copy of e-file.
nowadays-
There,
Yes.
there can't be anything beyond this, sir.
Yes.
There is nothing at all. The record speaks for itself. Is at seriatim, whatever the material is there. Yes. Ms. Chaudhary, now this, if we interfere, there will be a chain reaction to all places.
No, well, only two.
All of them are recommended. All
No,
of them.
from where this respondent has moved, there must be some other
There
officer.
is some, will be some
So
changes.
there are at least 4 to 5 changes consequential.
They will do, my lord, as they have
Yes.
recommended, they will do, they will carry out your lordship's order, my lord.
From members of legislative assemblies
No, my
to
lord, I think,
minister
my-
to members of
my lord,
parliament.
my lord,
All of
I
it.
think some
All-
message,
All have recommended, my lord, for in respect of this or that, my lord, one or the other candidate.
no, my lord, what I'm saying is some message has to go, my lord. I think this is too much in Arunachal Pradesh, my lord. Time has come, some message should go. They should also understand that there's something called rule of.
Did you convey our opinion to the concerned?
My lord, one case they would like to place before your lordship, my lord, one Mr. Deepak Tang. There's a reported case, my lord, where an order was modified subsequently, my lord. His name is also, I'm finding it here, my lord, in this record. Again. My lord, we always convey, my lord, this is. my lord,
Don't these representatives of public want the department to function in an efficient manner?
They have to apply their, my lord, but
So it's
because.
the department, for the department to take the decision.
Exactly,
Department has no say in this entire mess.
exactly, my lord.
It's all been done at the pull of the strings.
My lord.
Department's expression is clear. He is already under transfer, means we stand by that decision. Opinion of minister says discussed. Discuss, then what?
But my lord, the purport of the first order is very clear, my lord, that you joined by the end of April.
All right. So he would
Because
have,
that
he would have
incumbent
joined.
Was already
He
working.
would have joined. He would already defer his joining by 8 days. But then what is the reason to change the sequence? Why this review? What is the justification behind it? That's what we want to know. Is there any kind of justification, sir?
And that is the scope of judicial review, man. End of the day, lordship will not sit in appeal
They-
over the merit.
Fairness and lack of arbitrariness in the decision-making process. Where is the process at all? Is there any process of taking a decision? All right, order passed, all right, reviewed, that's all. Okay, yes, who is there for the private respondent? Hmm. What are
I'd just like to place
judgments?
documents, not judgment, my lord. The lordship would like to see, my lord. The lordship's, my lord, on the last occasion, wanted to know what is the overwhelming public interest involved in the matter, my lord. I don't know whether these are there in the records or not, my lord. Lordship will kindly have a look. First is the representation by the.
These are not on the record, sir. There are this Basar area student union. Yes. So you get your case sponsored every time by these people.
No, my lord. I'll
Oh,
just.
sponsoring postings
It's.
that we
Lordship will
really,
kindly have a look.
yes.
First is the 14 members of the Jila Parishad. They wrote to the MLA, my lord. This is the, my lord, a question was asked before your lordship that what is the background of MLA recommendation?
Is there a post called director of the education department there in Arunachal? Does any of these persons have anything to do with education?
No, my lord. I'm not on that.
No, chapter close then.
No, your lordship.
If none of these persons have anything to do with education, then who are they to poke their noses in this affair?
No, these are public, lordship. They
Mr.
wanted. my
Mr.
lord-
Das, we want to know what is the view of the department.
Lordship.
And if the department has no say in the matter, why you have created post of directors? Why you are paying salary to them?
My lord, only thing, my lord.
Yes.
Of these documents, my lord, first is the Jila Parishad representation. Second is the, my lord, representation by 3 students union.
Yes.
Lordship will kindly consider this
Are
first
the
paragraph.
students union functional?
They wanted.
Mr.
I'm
Das,
sorry, I'm sorry.
are the students union functional in the schools? So we start creating politicians at that level. Right.
Lordship will appreciate. My lord, what I am just trying to
We pose
convey
a
that.
simple query, sir. What do the students union have to do with the posting in school education? We are talking with people in school education.
In the representation, they say that this respondent number 5, my lord, he did excellent work as a DAC. That is their contention, my lord. I am not saying that is their concern. He did excellent work as a DAC. So they wanted him at my lord Leparada, because apart from being an excellent my lord worker.
Is this to cast an aspersion on the qualities of that?
There is no.
There is no difficulty. Try a new man. Try a new man.
What they say.
He'll work better.
Milord, there is no aspersion against the applicant, Milord. What they say is that, Milord, that he's an excellent worker. We want him because he's a local person also. That is the contents of the, Milord, representation, nothing more than that, Milord. So this
Leparda is a nascent district, fall short of accommodation for government official. He will manage, don't worry.
No.
He'll sleep on the roadside and still
Milord,
perform his duties.
Milord, it's my duty to place before your lordships, Milord. I have
Mr.
placed.
Das, we are asking you a simple question.
This is the background.
What do the unions, student unions, what business do they have to interfere in the matter of posting of school education personnel? We are not talking of college. They should be restricted to their respective colleges. They have no business. You have made it a sponsorship scheme. That is what it is happening now.
There is nothing in the records that I applied, Milord. That is clarified from the Milord records produced by the department also that I never applied, Milord.
Okay, forget
these
about
people,
that.
Milord, these people, they submitted a representation before the.
You don't have any aspersions of going to Leparda. All right, go where you have been posted. Then what business do you? You have no.
No, Milord, that is a different thing altogether.
You never wanted to go to Leparda because you never applied. So why you are bothered?
Lordship is correct. Milord, that is Milord, that question is.
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Yes.
In November, the transfer order was passed.
Yes, ma'am.
You were never agreed, or you could have come to the court, or you could have filed a representation. I don't want to go to there. So now you are just hanging on to the shoulders of your sponsors for getting this review sustained, right?
My lord, that is obviously, my lord, that is one way of taking the matter, my lord.
That is the only way.
That is one
We
way
have
of
now again
thinking
a
that
question.
this,
Second question to you.
my lord.
Were you ever aggrieved of your transfer?
My lord,
No.
whenever I was transferred, wherever in my entire life, I obeyed, my lord. This occasion also, my lord, I was at 0. They transferred me as a DDSC to Leparada. My lord, I obeyed. I joined on 28th, my lord. Lordship,
You claim to have joined on 21st also.
my lord, Lordship will kindly appreciate one aspect of the matter. My lord, he also wanted to go to.
There is your relieving order. We wanted that particular document.
Yes, my lord, I have given here, my lord.
Yes, let us see.
Lordship will kindly have a look. There is an order of 21st of April 2023.
Yes.
Lordship's got, my lord, I'm sorry, I
This is
just,
a photocopy.
I
This is the
just,
original. When did you submit the original to?
my lord, could not paginate the papers, my
No,
lord.
no, it's all right. We are having that very order.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
So this is the release order that your lordship wanted to see, my lord.
So
21st
you were
of-
released
and
during the office hours. You managed to travel that distance of 3-4 hours, join on the same day.
my lord, it's a distance of 4 hours only, my lord.
Uh,
3-4 hours only. After the Trans-Arunachal Highway, my lord, 3 private car, 3 and a
We
half
have
year.
traveled,
Sir, I'm not going
we
into
have
that
traveled
aspect
from
of.
Itanagar to 0. It's a matter of 80 kilometers, takes 3.5 hours.
That's true, but now this from 0
That was in the last month only.
the 0 to Leparada, my lord, I am told
I know.
from
301 kilometers.
from
How
0
much?
to
How much?
300 kilometers.
300
Yes.
kilometers.
From 0 to Leparada, my lord, I am told that, my lord, the condition of the road has
This
been.
is again a
My lord, my lord, I am not going into all these things, my lord. How many hours? My lord, I'm not.
You persuade us to do that and we'll go into that aspect also.
No, I am not at all going into that aspect of the matter. My lord, one thing I would like to clarify, my lord. Appellant.
We are asking you now, simple question, answer us.
Lord.
Where is justification for reviewing the decision?
Sorry, my lord.
Where is the justification in the file for reviewing the earlier decision? Show us that.
My lord, that your lordship will only find from the records, my lord.
The records are there on, they have been shown to
I
us.
cannot-
It is the same record.
I
No,
can,
nothing new. Whatever is there filed on this writ appeal,
yes,
that is the only record. There is nothing other than that.
I can only persuade your lordships to the extent your lordship wanted to know on the last occasion, what is the background of the MLS decision? This is the background. My lord, it is for your lordships to consider. Now, your lordship wanted to see my release order on 25, my lord. I have placed the release order and the background office note also.
So
I have
if you want us to comment on that also, that this joining order of 21st apparently is a fabrication.
my lord,
We'll say that. Let an inquiry be held.
my lord, may I just submit one thing, my lord? Whether the appellant, he got released on 19, joined on 21, whether I got released on 21, joined on 21, these are absolutely immaterial because of the fact that the post
Was to
any
fall
of
vacant.
us can join only after 28.
That's right. That's right.
Now, fact remains who joined on 28. As per the records of the department, my lord, it is the respondent.
Then why did we create a document of joining on 21st, sir?
To be very honest, both of them have got over enthusiastic, my lord. That is my understanding of the entire matter, my lord. He
Yes.
also got over enthusiastic that before the retirement of that person, he want to join, which is, my lord, impossible, my lord, which is humanly impossible before the retire. My client also, perhaps he got over enthusiastic. He also wanted to go on 21st, my lord. But
All right,
lordship will not go into all these.
let's ignore those things. Let's ignore those things. Let's ignore those things.
That is,
Now come to the decision-making process, Mr. Nath.
lordship.
Thus, there's the simple question now before this court. Whether there is any rationale behind the decision-making process. Just
My
tell
lord,
us.
so far as decision-making process is concerned, my lord, lordship will kindly consider the records and lordship
We
will
have seen
derive
the record.
conclusion.
We have
That
made
is-
it very clear to you. There is no opinion of the education department that this is required in the interest,
Yes.
public interest. The change in sequence is required, is essential, or it is permissible. Any of the three things, required, essential, or permissible.
My lord, my submission to that would be, my lord, the public interest or the demand of the public is apparent from these representations. That is my submission.
Tell us, please, give us one proposal, one precedent says the postings, transfer postings of DDSEs and the principles should be made on popular public demand.
Yes.
Give us one judgment, then we'll throw his appeal out. If you are arguing on that, let us know one judgment. Popular public demand. We have seen demonstrations. An officer is transferred out of district. People are very happy with it. They make demonstrations. If the administration is to bow down to those demonstrations, the entire system will be at the verge of collapse. It just can't be.
My lord, going by the UO notes that
Yes.
has been annexed in the writ appeal, my lord, there was some decision at the, my lord, I just take your lordships, the flow of the UO note, my lord, page 92 onwards. My lord, the matter was placed before all the authorities in the department, but these are only office notes only. The decision.
There is
will
nothing
be
in the record, Mr. Das. We have seen the original record. There is no input as such of the education department other than what is written in the CO notes. That is the status. That is why we took that trouble.
If your lordship, yes, my lordship, will, for my satisfaction, my lord, I'll just place the UO note for a moment.
Yes, please.
Page,
Yes.
page 39.
Yes, please.
Not page 39. One thing I'd like to clarify, this UO note of 1992, which starts with serial number 6, my lord. Firstly, my lord, this is absolutely erroneous because your lordship has already got from the records that there was no application by the respondent number 5. Then, my lord, thereafter the matter. Lordship will kindly turn to page.
The note indicates that he has applied through popular public demand.
Lordship may consider that, my lord,
That
because
is
I
open.
cannot deny records because these are the
Sponsorship business in these postings, if this is allowed, Mr. Das, this will create chaos in the system.
My lord, if there is any finding in the records that it was a sponsorship, my lord,
It's
then I bow
obviously
down to your lordship's decision.
we have asked you now this, we are posing you the question third time. What do the students union have to do with the postings in a school?
Students in
School
your
system.
Parishad, all they are the members of the public, my lord. In that front, they have, my lord, ultimately.
The department is redundant then.
My lord,
Okay, we understand there is a public demand.
lordship.
Now, where is the decision that this public demand is genuine and therefore this person is required to be transferred? Where is that? The education department says there is already a transfer order, though this application is made. The education minister says discuss, and suddenly the order is issued. On what basis? We are not saying about the decision. There is no reason that, yes, this is a genuine case, he's an expert, so he should be placed. Then we cannot replace that view. But where is that?
If your lordships kindly turn to page 40 onwards, my lord, the file was moved.
Yes.
You will kindly see, my lord, the file was moved. Then
DSC means
discuss with DSC,
Director of Secondary Education.
school education.
School education, yes. Yes,
DSC to seek suitable time with HME to discuss the issue, my lord.
yes.
Resubmitted to obtain decision of HME.
So where is the discussion between the DSC and the HME?
There has to be something in the records, my lord. I don't know.
Mr. Nath, there is nothing. This is the record we told you. There is no discussion at all.
Lord, may I have if subject to permission of your lord.
Have a look at the record.
If
Sure,
I- if I-
sure, sure.
Yes.
If you can find a different paper, we'll be happy. Yeah.
Normally the records have on India. Respondent of below DNA.
Everything has been provided under RTI.
Sir. No, normally media again. No, respondent of the petition of media. One is must have one of them. No, even look at media, government meeting. It's only for court side. No. আমার দিন আমি এনেকা নকৰো নহয় আমি কনসেপ্ট কৰিম এনেকা দেশত আমি কনসেপ্ট এটা ইভিন ইন ইউর কেস আই উইল কনসিডার
At note number 104, they throw down their towel. Say, let the HMA decide. We are now out of this business.
Yes. কাম কৰি মই মহাবলাতহে যাম এই হেৰিটো টাইম দিম বুলি কোৱা
ক'ৰবাততো আছে ডেফিনেটলি ক'ৰবাত
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Das, enough time has been given. All right, thank you.
I'm just
You've seen the record, there is nothing at all. Any law, Mr. Chaudhary?
My lord, I have already placed the judgment, my lord, and the
Let's have a copy again.
and the learned single judge relied upon that the Masood's case, my lord,
Yes,
that is distinguishable, my lord. Para 8 of the judgment itself would clarify that position. And I relied upon that, my lord, in 1997, 1 GLT 140.
give a copy of the.
Yes,
Argument, short judgment reserved.
my lord, perhaps, my lord,
The original record has been provided. for the
one
court
submission,
perusal. Yes,
my lord, one submission I just want to make, my lord. My lord, I have also seen records, my lord. Perhaps this is not the entire records, my lord, going by the.
we
whatever.
had asked for the record, that is what has been
And-
provided
and-
to us.
And number two, my lord, I am just placing judgments, two judgments, my lord. Also will kindly consider.
Pass on the copies with a
Yes, my
brief
lord.
submission. Mr. Das,
Yes, my lord, I am just.
pass on the copies tomorrow with a brief note. You also, please.
my lord, my lord.
Yes.
Deep privilege.
These are on the proposition that, my lord, against the MLA's recommendation whether transfer can be issued and to what extent the power of judicial review is.
Yes, yes.
I have given the judgment, my lord.
Thank you.
Note two,
Number 96.
keynote.
Hello. Lordship.
Your Lordship. Join the gentleman from Mizoram. Yes, yes.
Your Lordship, I am counsel for the petitioner in this item
Yes.
26.
This
This is challenge scheduled to Mizoram Engineer Service Rules. Your Lordship,
26,
I
not
am
called for.
seeking-
Please wait for some time.
Join him. He's already audio is a. Yes, so show his video also. He was there a little while before. Yes.
Your
Yes,
Lordship,
yes, please.
I'm from Aizawl. Your Lordship, I'm counsel for the petitioner in these matters. This is
Yes.
challenge to the rule Mizoram Engineer Service Rule.
One second, JC, one second. I think your lordship, Honorable Justice Chaudhary will not be able, because 2019 matter, my lord, was the.
All right,
additional advocate.
we will not be able to hear it because Honorable Justice A.D. Chaudhary, my esteemed brother, he is recused from the matter.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll assign
My
it to.
Lord, this I have the fixed date.
All right, then, list
Because,
before.
my Lord, one of my item at 17 is fixed on 23rd August.
Yes,
I have
So
to
same
travel
day?
from,
you want same date?
yes, 23rd August, my Lord.
All right, list before a bench of which Honorable Justice A.D. Chaudhary is not a member, re-notify on 23rd August as prayed by counsel for the petitioner.
Your Lordship may kindly mark my presence for respondents 5 and 6.
Definitely.
I will not.
Even my presence too, my Lord.
Yes, presence of course will be marked through VC. Sure.
Briefly.
I could have said in the morning, but all my brothers were there. I didn't disturb.
Yes, at least they should feel
Yes,
this, have
they
the
should also-
satisfaction at least of having addressed.
That's why, I knew
That was very fair on your part, Mr. Das.
deeply of it.
Daily list for hearing, item 18 and 19.
Give me the point.
Yes.
Right, your lordships.
Hmm.
The issue before this lordship is that a graveyard of Christian community lordship, which was established in 1882, running till now, it was suddenly declared as a heritage site by the Deputy Commissioner Guwahati Kamrup, District Magistrate, and further burial was banned.
For
That
the
is the sole issue, lordship. What is the power of the
burial was banned.
lordship? No, heritage site. The question is whether the district magistrate has got a power to declare a site as a heritage site under the law.
Okay.
That is the sole question, lordship here.
Yes.
Now, this lordship that it was established in 1882, and the petitioners appellants represent two churches, which are, one is lordship that Saint Joseph churches, one is a CNI churches.
Who represents the Deputy Commissioner? You're there? Who represents the respondents?
I appear for the private respondents.
All right. For the respondent number 3.
My lord, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
There is no
5, 6. Oh, so there's a implement later on.
Lordship.
Right.
Probably not allowed.
Not
Okay.
allowed. It is
And
hard. They are not
who will
allowed.
be appearing for the district magistrate Kamrup Metro
My learned colleague.
and the respondent number 3, Cheni Kuti Epi Villa Unnayan Samiti and the Pragiti Mahila Samiti. Yes, are the parties represented? Okay,
Once, lordship, at the point of, once I made a prayer, lordship,
and what about the next writ petition 19? It's a UK Nair. You're there? Okay. Chief Secretary Government of Assam. Again, you will be there? Okay, very well. The respondent number 3 and 4, there is no one. Mr. S. Datta.
They are on record, my lord.
S. Datta. Can we inform them, please? Can we inform Mr. S. Datta? And Modi and Mr. Datta. The 2 lawyers. Inform. Yes.
once I pointed out to the Honorable Court that the revenue records of the government would be necessary. Because it's a records of 1882, then coming back to present days.
Original records,
Original revenue records. lordship.
revenue records. But then
The
you should
Honorable
have,
Court, when I made
you
the
could
prayer,
have procured the records and filed them.
We had tried
You
to
could have
explain.
procured the records.
we could not, these are very old records. The Honorable Court, when I made the prayer, said, "Can do a hearing if necessary, we'll call for it."
So then you move an application, which record do we need? You have to clarify. We can't randomly say produce the record, which record?
Sitta book of
Lots of that records of pertaining to this plot of land. of Guwahati.
181.
We file an application for summoning of the record, the details you have to give out, then we'll ask them.
Which one application?
Randomly, sir, saying orally, call for this record. From which offices it has to be summoned?
That
What is the particular record you require?
Officer Guwahati, sir.
the
Turkey.
district magistrate is also a revenue officer. And we
The counter affidavit, well, the counter affidavit of the deputy commissioner is very clear in this point. Pages 136 to 140A of the writ appeal, my lord.
Mm.
If your lordship may please take up.
Who is representing?
The issue here, my lord, is not the burial area, my lord. It is the entrance to the burial area. The burial area is the heritage site.
After the hearing, now the question of records, Lordship.
So
They said,
No, my
what
lord, kindly see.
record do you require, sir? Then you move an application, then we'll pass an order on that.
I'll move an application.
Then counsel for the petitioner appellant submits that some original revenue record will be required to be perused for deciding the issues raised in this writ appeal and the connected writ petition. He proposes to move an application seeking summoning of the record. Needful be done by next date, list of 4 weeks.
If a date may be, please be given.
What is your problem?
Well, the
The
question,
declaration has not been stayed.
well, they have built a wall. On
They are
this,
not the issue
on
in
this,
this
my lord,
case,
that is the issue, my lord, in this writ appeal, as well as, my lord, what my learned friend is saying is not the position, my lord. The position is.
Already re-notify on 21st August.
Obliged.
The application for summoning of the record will be considered, keeping in view the fact that the appellant himself can move the application and procure the record, which supposedly is the revenue record of the area in question. You can procure it 21st August.
Obliged.
Obliged.
Item number 20.
इसमें यहाँ लिखिएगा submit that the original revenue record of the land in question may be summoned. We feel that there is no requirement to summon the record because the copies can always be procured from the revenue circle concerned. However, in case the appellant counsel is desirous of having the record summoned, a formal application may be moved, re-notified on 21st August. Yes.
It is your lordships, my lord, for last 2 days I am not well, so I am.
What is the appeal about, madam? Just let us have a brief overview of the matter.
I am praying for 1 week time, my lord. I am not.
Do not counsel for the appellant submit that she is not well. And thus the matter may be deferred, list after 4 weeks.
Item number 22.
But by one of lordship's judgment in writ appeal number. Yes, Lordship. Recent judgment, my lord. Writ appeal number
Writ appeal?
131/18. 131 of 2000.
What is the judgment about? What is the controversy?
My lord, whether for the period prior to their provincialization, they would be entitled to salary or not. Lordships had held that they would not be entitled to the salary. Covered.
The learned counsel for the parties frankly concede that learned counsel Mr. Mazumdar has drawn the attention. The appellants herein have challenged the decision, final judgment dated so and so, rendered by learned single bench, dismissing WPC number so and so, filed by the appellants with a prayer to direct the respondents to pay them the salary for the period prior to their regularization in service. However, Mr. Mazumdar has drawn the court's attention to the judgment rendered by division bench of this court in WA number 131/2018, whereby, similar judgment rendered by learned single judge in WPC number 5286/2004 was affirmed. Thus, the controversy involved in this writ appeal is clearly covered by the aforesaid judgment. Hence, without assigning separate reasons, the instant writ appeal is also rejected in light of the judgment dated so and so.
My lord, just one thing, my lord. In our case, my lord, the learned single judge had allowed the salary. We had filed the appeal. Here, learned single judge had.
We'll make the necessary amendment.
Only that.
Modification.
I'm obliged. Obliged.
Item 23.
Yes.
Wait, please.
Yes.
Here, the read petitioner has challenged the decision of the FCI about forfeiture of his EMD.
Yes.
Because after submission of his bid, my lord, and rate was accepted. He said his rate is too low. He want to increase the rate 20-fold. So, my lord, this was done as per the contract.
Mhm.
London single judge has held that since the FCI has incurred no loss, there is no question of loss, my lord, because he has submitted his bid on the condition that if I resile, then
There's an automatic consequence
automatic consequence.
forfeiture of PMD.
Yes. There are
Forfeiture of
decisions of the
EMD पे जाके हमने भी एक रेलवे वाले मैटर में forfeiture EMD पे जजमेंट किया था। आपने किया था वो yes, I have also passed the judgment. There are two judgments, and within that that council railway contract.
But the Supreme Court.
Let's see, all right. Yes, Roy will help us out. Yes, please, carry on.
No, my lord, lordship, I'll take your lordship to the relevant portion of the judgment.
Yes, please.
My lord, page 125 is the judgment. I'll
Yes.
take your lordship to the relevant part.
Para 11.11,
Yes.
para 11. No?
11.2 onwards. From the careful analysis of clause 4, what comes to the 4 is the earnest money would be liable to be forfeited if the tender after acceptance of his tender fails to furnish requisite secure deposit by the earnest money shall also be forfeited if a tenderer does not submit his documents for verification, in which even such tenderer may be blacklisted. Reverting back to the facts of the case, what is seen is that based on the rate offered by the petition number 1, its bid was processed and the bid was lowest and was selected for award of the contract. It was thereafter the petition number 1 moved the FCI authorities contending that the rate offered by it was misreading of the FCI quoted rates, leading to mistake of fact. It quoted 47% above 22, but not 47 about 2.25. Therefore, the bid should be construed as 247% of so and so.
That was also the same issue. Yes.
Ultimately, in para 16, my lord, single judge has held, there is nothing on record to show any loss.
There is no concept of loss or profit in this. The terms and condition of the NIT.
Exactly.
Plain and simple.
It's a consequential action, my lord.
Yes.
You have to go by the sanctity of the tender process.
Yes, what do you say, gentlemen?
Yes, may I please, your lordship?
Yes, please.
Lordship, may I read para 11.2 once again?
It's your discretion where to argue, how to argue, sir. Yes.
Lordship, from careful analysis of clause 4, what comes to the fore is that earnest money would be liable to be forfeited if the tenderer, after acceptance of the tender, failed to furnish the requisite deposit, security deposit by the due date. Pausing here for a moment, Lordship, my forfeiture was not for non-deposit of security deposit. The second part, earnest money shall also be forfeited if a tenderer does not submit the document for verification. On this ground also, my earnest money was not forfeited, in which event such tender may be also be blacklisted. In addition to forfeiture, I will also
one
be
more
blacklisted.
consequence. Yes.
Now, Lordship may kindly, if Lordship allowed me, I will read the very small judgment from para 14 onwards.
Yes.
This issue was examined by the Supreme Court way back in 1970 in a celebrated case of Mola Box versus Union of India reported
Yes,
in so
please.
page 128, Lordship. Referring to section 74 of the Indian Contract Act 1872, the Supreme Court held that the forfeiture of earnest money under a contract for sale of property, movable or immovable, if the amount is reasonable, does not fall within section 74, because forfeiture of a reasonable amount paid as earnest money does not amount to imposing a penalty. But if forfeiture is of a nature of penalty, section 74 would apply. The word forfeiture was examined by the Supreme Court in Chairman Bankaru Municipality versus Lalji Raja, reported in so and so. In the subsequent decision in Yogesh Mehta versus custodian reported in so-and-so, Supreme Court held that forfeiture is permissible only when a concluded contract has come into being and not prior thereto. In FCI versus Sujit Roy reported in so-and-so, a division bench of this court held that if a tenderer after submitting his tender resile from or modify his offer and or the terms and condition of his offer in any manner, his offer thereafter cannot be accepted by the acceptor and no contract can be concluded between the tenderer and the acceptor. During the validity of the tender, the authority can forfeit the earnest money of the tenderer only if it finds that such withdrawal or modification of the offer has resulted in loss to the tendering authority. This is because in the absence of any concluded contract between the tenderer and the accepting authority.
We have decided this issue of concluded contract, sir. We'll give you the judgment. Once the tendering authority accepts your offer, the tender is concluded. That is what the Supreme Court said.
Acceptance was not communicated, Lordship.
It is not required to be. It is not required to be.
Even thereafter, I will.
Yes.
That is because in the absence of any concluded contract
Yes.
between the tenderer and accepting authority, the earnest money furnished by the tenderer was not to be forfeited for any breach of contract, which had not come into existence, but to make good any loss that the accepting authority may suffer due to premature.
The expense in the evening election. निकाल देंगे. Yes. Railway contract का matter था वो. Yes. We had allowed the appeal of railways. North frontier railway or something like that. NF. Yes.
But to make good any loss that the accepting authority may suffer due to premature withdrawal or modification of the tender by the tenderer. Para 16. There is nothing on record to show any loss suffered by FCI, not to speak of quantum of loss, and the fact and circumstances of the case. Forfeiture of earnest money of the petitioner number 1 has partaken the color of penalty, which in turn will attract section 74 of the Indian Contract Act, 1872. That apart, admittedly, there was no contract between the petitioner 1 and the respondent. Therefore, no loss on account of breach of contract between the petitioner number 1 and the respondent could be recovered from the earnest money furnished by the petitioner. Lordship, thereafter, that apart, clause 4.1 and 4b lays down the condition precedent for forfeiture of earnest money. Failure to furnish requisite security deposit by the due date or failure to submit document for verification, which is not the case herein.
Yes.
I'm on this, Lordship, because my letter, I have by way of a letter that is at page 111, Lordship. I said that this rate is after opening of price. I said that this is not workable. I may be allowed to quote instead of 47% above, I may be allowed to quote 247. My letter was, it can be said to be a modification letter. Yes. It cannot by any stretch of imagination be said to be a resiling from the tender.
This is the contract. What is concluded contract? Yes.
So, Lordship, by my letter, I have read before the respondent appellant authority that my rate may be read as 247%, and I have not withdrawn. I have not resiled from the contract.
Whether you are at a liberty to change,
Lordship,
to seek change in the rate,
I cannot. But the clause, forfeiture clause, Lordship,
Yes.
may kindly come
Let
to
us see that.
56.
Let us see page.
Page 56,
Yes.
which the Honorable Single Judge has already held it.
Let us see. Let
Page
us see.
56, Lordship.
Yes, please.
Para 2, earnest money is also liable to be forfeited in the event of failure of the tenderer after the acceptance of his tender to furnish the requisite security deposit by the due date without prejudice to any other rights or remedies of corporation under the contract and law. The earnest money will be returned to all unsuccessful tenderer as soon as, Lordship, I skip this line. Then B, the tenderer who resides before the validity period of the tender shall be blacklisted. So
Yes.
pausing here for a moment.
Come to the
Lordship,
second part.
Yeah, I will come to that. Lordship, pausing here for a moment. If I resile, I will be blacklisted. Secondly, and tenderer not submitting the document for verification,
So you try to change the rate after submitting your offer, which was accepted by the respondents. Were you entitled to backtrack from your rate offered? Is it permissible?
Lordship, I stated my letter that it was a mistake.
Let us see your
of fact.
letter. Let us see your
Yes,
letter,
Lordship.
please.
Yes, Lordship. Page 111, Lordship.
Yes.
May I read it, Lordship?
Mhm.
With reference to the above, we would like to lay the following facts before your honor and seek your natural justice into the matter.
Yes.
We are the men of very remote area and earn the bread and butter by doing the business of carrying work in and around Arunachal Pradesh.
Yes.
Generally in Arunachal, the flat rate per kilometer per quintal for transport work is applicable. So we have no knowledge to calculate the percentage of rate as invited by you in this tender, since this is for the first time FCI invited tender for Arunachal Pradesh depot. In the tender for Tinsukia to Tezu open on so and so, we put our rate as 47% by taking into account of FCI rate of rupees 22 per kilometer
So
per
you
metric.
were trying to change the rate which you were offered. The FCI has concluded the contract. It has accepted your bid. Thereafter, if you resign, what is the consequence on the tendering authority?
Lordship,
It will have to go for a new process. So loss is imminent to the FCI because it may not be able to get the same rate thereafter. And what for the period for which they were not able to perform the work? What about the loss? Can those losses be quantified? The loss is automatic. It is inherent in the fact that you withdrew from the offer after making it.
I have not withdrawn. I have modified it.
Were you at liberty? Does the NIT conditions of the NIT, do they permit you to modify?
It says that I cannot modify it in some other clause, but where forfeiture clause only speak there.
Very well. We'll take care of that, sir. Thank you.
Lordship, initially they issued us a letter dated 1st of October, by which I was asked.
Yes. Did you furnish the security deposit?
Lordship, that stage has not come because I was not.
Was your
given
tender
offer.
accepted? Was your bid accepted?
Yes.
So then that condition.
I was asked to give antecedent report. Lordship,
Yes.
may I say that even for
Where is their communication after receiving your bid?
that is
Not
at
in the-
110 page.
Yeah, let us see that.
May I read it? Kindly refer to this office letter numbers.
Oh. Where is the acceptance your bid? Mr. Roy, can you let us know where the acceptance of bid after opening the price bids?
My lord, he was present in the price bid opening. He was very much.
No, where is that? Where is the
My lord,
document?
this in fact, I only find 110, which is an, my lord, after acceptance only, these documents are sought.
Yes.
For very.
Yeah, this is there 106. 106 is that. Bid has been found qualified. Price bid will be opened so and so. Defer the date. Then
That is extension. Lordship.
extension, tender validity extension. 109.
My lord, altogether, there were 7 bidders. He was L1.
Where is that declaration we want to know? Where is the declaration of him being the L1? That is what is relevant. Reminder. This is the reminder. 110 is a reminder. Where is the 22/9/2007 letter?
Lordship, that we have not received it. That is not on our report. And it was filed in 2008.
Roy, that is the issue. When did you accept their bid? Do you say it in the affidavit?
My lord, under the tender clause, if the bidder does not submit the documents, then also we can.
We understand, but where is the declaration that he is the L1 bidder?
Hmm. Yes, sir, yes, sir, I was also affidavit.
What we are required to infer from his communication, they are based on conjectures. That as he has resigned from the rate offered, but when did you accept it? Resigning is the letter that they resign. He is resign- that is the letter
If he resigns, that amounts to, my lord, that is
true.
decision of
That's
the
true.
Supreme Court also. If he resigns, then it amounts to.
Which judgment are you relying upon?
My lord, decision, my lord.
Which judgment are you relying upon?
Oh, my lord. 2010.
Mm, mm.
My lord, kindly see to the September 7A, 7 onwards.
Are you relying upon national thermal power?
This is, my lord.
Some other judgment, yes.
10th of May, my lord.
That's why we are saying, where is the acceptance of the bid?
My lord, paras 8, 9 and 10, lordship.
No, in the present case, Mr. Roy, where is the pleading? You
Lord,
tell us from your affidavit that his bid was accepted on such and such date, the price bid.
No, date, my lord, I don't think I've given, my lord. There are 110, 113.
Withdrawn, yes, more seeking verification. नहीं होगा सर एफिडेविट में कहीं तो ये पैरा पेज 116 पैरा 9 of it. Hmm. Yeah, no, para 3 of preliminary submission. The petitioner firm by reckoning the schedule of rate applicable to be so and so quoted his bid as 47% above the said rate. The bid of the petitioner firm was accordingly processed and basing on its quoted rate, which was found to be lowest, it was selected for award of the contract. So that is a pleading which is not disputed.
Lordship,
All right, yes.
I was asked to give my antecedent report.
That is
For failure of non-furnishing, my bid could have been rejected.
Okay.
Secondly, Lordship, I have given a modification letter. I have.
Is it permissible under the NIT conditions?
Lordship,
Modification of rate?
they could have given me a letter. No, either
Not-
Lordship,
they-
let me
they're not
submit
required.
only a preposition, Lordship. They could have given me a letter. No, you do it in the same rate or we will forfeit your money. They could have calculated our
automatic
loss.
Resigning
We have
from the
not
rate
resigned,
quoted.
Lordship.
That is
Resign and
resigning.
modification are two different.
All right, we will deal with that argument. Thank you.
And the forfeiture only state about resile, and for resiling, I can be blacklisted, Lordship.
All right, thank you. Writ appeal is allowed.
Deep blue lights.
We can be afraid. Yes. Thank you. I think.
Item number 24.
Time for next one, number 2 and 3.
Yes, please.
Lordship, may I pray for a date, your lordship? Difficult, lordship.
Why?
He's on legs on another court, lordship, Mr. Chaudhary, and Mr. Chaudhary is on legs in another court, lordship, and since it's the last matter, your lordship. May I pray, since it's the last matter, your lordship, today's list, your lordship, may I pray for another date?
The appellant's counsel is seeking date, Mr. Counsel. Do you have any objection, Mr. Seni?
Yeah, my lord, now, my lord, I couldn't come before this honorable court physically, my lord, and join through VC, my lord. And so many dates have already been given by this honorable court, my lord,
You
on
have
the
an
request of the
objection.
learned council. my lord.
You have an objection.
No, my lord, if it is in personal difficulties, then I can't say about it. So,
Do you have any objection in the matter being adjourned? The appellant's counsel is seeking a date.
my lord, if they are seeking date, then I have no objection, my lord.
All right, and counsel for the appellant prays for seeks adjournment. Seeks a short accommodation. The other side has no objection. List on 31st August.
Deeply obliged.
Passed over matter 15.
Yes.
We are awaiting some written instructions from the department, my lord.
All right, Ms. Mazumdar submits that is still waiting for instructions from the department and some more time is needed to file affidavit.
Affidavit,
Affidavit was already there in recordation.
It was there, they had brought on some documents.
All right.
The affidavit
He pays for and is granted 3 weeks time to complete his instruction. Let's start 3 weeks.
I'm obliged.